Hey guys, this is Rudy with AC3 TV with WWE Hall of Famer Ron Simmons. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, we just want to ask you a few questions, and I'm a big history buff. I love history, and I want to ask you, when you defeated Vader and became a champion, how did it feel to be the first African-American champion for WCW?
Well, you know what, and I'm asked that question, quite often, and I'm being really upfront and honest with you.
Yes, sir.
It feels today like it did the moment that happened and I won the championship, right? And at that moment, it really didn't sink in with me that, history was being made.
Yes.
Of course, as a wrestler, you strive to become champion.
Right.
And then being the first black champion, the heavyweight champion, at that particular time, it didn't dawn on me that the degree of what had happened.
Right.
And now as it has gone on and wrestling has evolved, and now you see not only more African American, entering into this business, right? And striving not only just to become champion, but to be better human beings.
Yes,
because people come up to me all the time and say, "Wow, Juan, that inspired me so much." See, that's what means the most to me,
Got it.
And I got to be honest with you, there's not probably a couple of months that goes by that I don't relive that, go back and watch the footage of that film,
Really?
Because believe it or not, it was a real moment in professional wrestling. I had no idea that match was going to take place.
Really?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No. When I came down to the arena in Baltimore, no idea that was going to take place. So that's what made it so real. And when you look at the people around the audience, at that particular time, crying, along with myself, right. And you know what? It feels great, man. To answer your question, today it still feels the same way.
Sir, and for those who don't know, you had a very promising career in college. You were an awarded college athlete and a football player, and you were quoted to be Florida State's greatest recruiting victory. And you either had a choice to go NFL, but you chose wrestling. So what was the choice that made you go to wrestling instead of going to NFL?
Well, no, actually, my football career was very good. I had a great time doing it, right? I was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, spent a short period of time there with them, and I also went to Canada and played a couple of years there.
Did you?
And played 3 years in the USFL with the Tampa Bay Bandits, So, football was my first love, right? But I'd always been a big fan of professional wrestling, right? And so when the opportunity presented itself, myself and Lex Luger were trained by the same trainers at that time, Hiro Matsuda, right. And back in at the days of Florida Championship Wrestling, right? So the opportunity presented itself, and Luger asked me, he had just been in the business for a year. He said, hey, they're looking for other young guys that might have some athleticism, and particularly to be more poignant than more blacks into the business, right? So he said, you might want to give it a chance to give it a shot. I was a little beat up, but I said, I'm through with physical stuff. So he said, well, maybe if you get in and do well, you can triple your salary. I signed up the next day.
And the rest is history.
And then went from there.
Awesome. Now, San Antonio is a big wrestling town. We love wrestling, and I'm sure you've had many historical matches here. So just going back in the memories, what is your favorite match that you had here in San Antonio?
Oh, God, man. It probably would have been so many, but it probably would have to be, myself and my partner, JBL, when we've come back here, man, and having such great tag team battles, man. And my God, it can range from anybody with the Road Warriors, with DX, man. And listen, I've got to tell you, the Texas fans are at the top of the list as being the best, because the state of Texas was my home, and being Dallas there for a while, for about 3 years. So I've always been partial to it and always like to call it home for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it, right? Thank you, guys.
At Alamo City Comic Con 2017, happening Memorial Day weekend at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Tickets available at all Texas HEB locations and also AlamoCityComicCon.com. Be sure to follow AC3 TV on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.